called the Pone Agachi. If you're old like me, you'll remember the Tamagotchi, although Tamagotchi made a comeback, didn't it? My daughter's just got one for Christmas like 2 years ago. Things always come around. Now seriously, here's the page. Pone Agachi. And you'll want to read this because I'm not doing it justice, but essentially it does use AI to tune its parameters to get better at poning Wi-Fi things to whatever environment you're exposing it to. Again, read all this, but let's set it up real quick. Now ideally, you'll get the Raspberry Pi 0WH that has pins already set up so you can buy a screen. Oh, it's so cool. I bought a screen, but I don't have pins, and I don't have a soldering gun with me right now, so I can't use it. But you don't need a screen, and if you want to keep this project bare bones, you can do what I'm about to do and just have this. And you can see this little cool screen on a web UI. I'll show you how to set it up right now. It's super simple. So first, we're going to download the latest Pone Agachi image. Let's go find it. I'll have links below, but I believe it's going to be, I'm gonna click on installation and go to flashing an image and click on the latest Pone Agachi file, which takes me here to GitHub, which is version 1.55, as of the time of this recording. I'll download this zip right here and let that download. And just like the Pone Pi, you'll need the Raspberry Pi imager, so we can write that image to an SD card, a micro SD card. So while it's downloading, let's get our SD card. You can use the same one if you want to replace your previous project. Plug it into our little USB adapter and plug that into our computer. Now, real quick, before you just like go, oh, I already know where he's going with this, I'm just gonna go forward for the next 5 steps by myself. Don't do it yet. There's one thing we have to do differently here. We have to edit a few files to make some magic possible. I'll show you what I mean. Oh, mine is done. Okay. Now we're gonna unzip it. Did I scare you? I kind of scared myself. Let's unzip that sucker. Extract all. I like the tangy whip of a file. Unzip. Do y'all watch The Office? My wife and I always quote that to each other. We are lame. Okay, there's our image file right there. We're gonna open up our Raspberry Pi imager just as before. We're gonna choose that file by going to Use Custom, finding it inside that folder. There it is. And then just as before, choosing our SD card and clicking on Write. So far, pretty standard. We'll take a little coffee break and we'll let that finish. Okay, I'm back. Verifying this for suckers. No, you should verify, but I'm under a time constraint. Done, my Pone Agachi's almost ready. Don't do anything yet. Now, what you wanna do is go find the SD card mount. You might have to like unplug and plug it in again, like I just did. There it is. So you're gonna open up that boot drive. This config is gonna allow us to connect to our Raspberry Pi Zero's internet connection. It's NIC.
I didn't get that.
Shh. Via the USB cable. I know, right? It's so cool. Here in this boot drive, we're gonna create a new file. Go ahead and do it. I'm gonna right click, say new text document. We're gonna name that config.toml, T-O-M-L, just like that. Now we're going to edit that file.